Good evening to all. Good evening. Happy evening to everyone and also warm welcome you all. Hello everyone. This is Philip from pantechelearning and I welcome you all for engage your learning experience with pantechelearning anytime, anywhere and any places. We are always supporting to the students in a technical way. What is our main vision? We are going to help 10 million students to learn the technical knowledge by the easy way. And I welcome you all to today's session of Machine Learning Masterclass. In this particular session, today we are going to start one of the type in supervised machine learning algorithm, that is regression problem. Regression problem based project we are going to discuss today. So before that we were discussing about classification problem based projects. But today we are going to start the regression problem based projects we are going to discuss today. So already we know that in supervised machine learning algorithm it have the two different types. One is the classification, another one is the regression. That already we know that, right? No? So here what we are going to discuss actually in this sense, first we need to understand the classification and also the regression. So classification problem in the sense based on the data, based on our particular target, the output will be yes or no, true or false, these or that. That is the classification problem. Already we know that we were discussing about that, nearly 10 projects we were discussing about the classification problem. Today we are going to task the start the regression problem. So what is the meaning of the regression problem actually? In the sense, this is also one kind of going to finding the relationship between the independent data and also the dependent data. But the output will be comes how many and how much. That means the output will be comes depends on the value, numerical values. It is not a classification problem and it will be giving how much and how many. The problem is based on how much and how many. It is going to be predict how much and how many. For example, when I am going to choose one particular project, rainfall prediction. Just an example I am saying. Based on that particular data, how much rainfall will come and how much the rainfall will be fall based on the different data. That is the regression problem. And also the best example for the regression problem is based on the experience. What about the employee salary? For example, 2 years experience, this much salary the person will get. 5 years experience, this much salary that person will get. Based on the data, what about the salary of that particular employee? We can predict. That is nothing but employee salary prediction based on the regression problem. So that is actually the regression problem. Based on the data features, this much salary the particular employee will get. So that is the best example for the regression problem. That particular things we are going to discuss. So you know that when you are going to reading this particular topic, that time you can understand easily. So what is the meaning of that? What is the problem statement here? We can understand easily why you are reading this particular topic. Okay, right. Without delay, I am going to enter into today's concepts. Electrical price prediction. Electricity price prediction. Today we are going to discussing about the electricity price prediction. This is completely related to the regression problem. Okay, right. Are you guys excited? If you guys are excited means please mention in the comment box. Please mention in the comment box. If you guys are really like the session, means the way of the presentation is very impressive in this. Don't forget to hit the like button as well as don't forget to mention in the comment box. Because of when I'm reading this particular comment, it will be more encouraging for me. Okay, and also it will be more engaging with us. I don't want to make my session as boring way. I want to make my session as a very interesting way. So that is the reason I want to interact more to you. Right. So without delay, the basic introduction about this particular project. The price of the electricity is depending on the many of the factors. For example, if you are running the one particular business based on the machinery and based on the electrical, once you are going to start in the business in the sense we need electricity is very important. How you can predict for every years. So this year this much amount will be come for the electricity and next year this much amount will get. How it can be happen? We can predict based on the past data. That's very important. We can predict based on the past data. We can predict easier way. Okay, we can predict in a easier way. For example, if you are running one particular business, that time the electricity is one of the biggest expenses, right? So you need to predict for future years, in the sense that will be good plan for the business. Am I right? Good plan for the business. That means you are going to allocate some amount for the electricity as well. That is the good expenses to allocate that to maintaining your business, Most of the people are expecting like that. When they are going to run the biggest scale industries, biggest scale business, in the sense, this much calculation is very important. This much prediction is very important, because of they are always being a pre-planned thing. For example, for the next year, they are also planned during this week, this year. That means this is expansion is also most important thing, right? So that prediction for a year, for a month, we can predict easily based on the past data with the help of the machine learning technology. The predicting price of the electricity help many business to understand how much electricity they have to pay a month, they have to pay a year. That is also the one kind of the pre-planned for the business expenses allocation. Because of that, electricity is the most important expenses in our industries or business, whatever it is. Okay, so the electricity prediction task is based on the case study where you need to predict daily price of the electricity based on the daily consumption of heavy machinery used by the business or lighter machinery used by the business. That we can predict. For the next year also we can allocate this much of amount. The technology can predict the prices of the electricity. Okay, right. So now, what is our objective of this particular project? What is our objective? This particular project, we are going to build a model for the electricity price prediction. That means our task is to train a model to predict the price of the electricity consumed by a machine. We are going to predict that. How we can train? With the help of the past data. Without data, we can't do anything. So once you going to train a model, in the sense that particular trained model will give you the price of the electricity. So that is our main objective of this particular project. We are going to creating a model here. Okay, right. So what is the regression exactly? So already I told you, already I said to you, the machine learning regression is the one of the techniques for investing. Yeah, the machine learning regression is the technique for investigating the relationship between the independent variable and also the independent variables or features, and also the dependent variable or outcome. So what is the meaning of that exactly, the regression in this sense? This is the technique. It is used for investigating the relationship between the independent data as well as the dependent data. That means features and also the outcome. It is used to methoding for the predictive model in the machine learning. That means in which the algorithm is used to predict the continuous outcome. That means the regression problem is always nothing but how much and how many output. Not in a classification problem. That means the regression is nothing but we are going to find the relationship between the independent data and also the dependent data. Then finally it is going to be predictive the one particular value, numeric value, or the features and also the relationship between the features and also the outcome. It is going to be predict the price, electricity price. That is the regression problem here. Okay, so already we know that the classification problem. So what is regression? So this particular regression problem we are going to discuss for these classes for the 5 days. Okay, right. What are the project's actions we are going to follow today? The data collection. So once you are going to fixing the target, in the sense we need to collecting the data for the electricity. For example, the data features may be daily basis, unit wise, and a month, a year. We need to collect two particular data for our particular target. Once you're collecting the data, what we are going to do? That is the data processing. That means we are going to checking the data. Is there any null values or not? We have to confirm it. And also we need to making the data as a proprietary value. Proprietary data. Because of our model is expecting the proprietary data. That's very important here. Because when you are going to creating a model by using the regression algorithm, that particular regression algorithm expecting the proprietary data to train a model. So the data processing is the most important thing. So what we are going to do in a data processing, in the sense we are going to handling the missing values in that particular data. Once you finding is there any null values, in the sense we are going to using the handling methods, missing value handling methods. So what are all the methods we are going to follow? Two methods we are going to follow. One is the imputation, another one is the dropping. So imputation will help to fill in the null values. Dropping method will help to removing that particular null values rows, entire rows. So two different methods we are going to follow to making the proprietary data here. Okay, so what next? Once you are going to making the data as a proprietary thing, in the sense we are going to get into the separating the data into the X and also the Y. What is the meaning of X? So X variable store the value of the independent data, that is features. And what about Y? The Y variable store the value is the outcome. That is nothing but the dependent data. So dependent data is always the output value. Independent data is always nothing but the features of the value. So that means X stored features and also the Y stored output, or independent and also the dependent. Once you separating X and Y, now we are going to making the data as training and also the testing. So train split data function is very helpful to making the training data as well as the testing data. So train test split is the most important things to creating a training data as well as the testing data. Once you are going to creating the training data as well as the testing data, you are going to feed to which you creating the model. For example, here we are going to create the training data and also the testing data. We are going to using the train test split function. After creating the training data and also the testing data, we are going to creating a model for our particular target. What is our target? Like today, electricity price prediction. That means we are going to choose the random regression algorithm. So that means the machine learning model with the help of the random regression will help to predicting the prices of the electricity. That means once you creating the model, it will be trained with the help of the training data set. That is the trained model. Once the training is completed, you can see here when you are going to feeding the new data to the trained model, that is a random regression model, that particular model will predicting the electricity price prediction. It will be help to predicting the electricity price prediction. That means this is nothing but the trained model. This particular model, when you are going to feeding the new data of the electricity price, that is feed to the system. After that, this random regression will help to predicting the electricity price of, based on the new data. That's very important. These all are the project actions. Okay, right. So what is a random regression? That is very important actually. Random regression is working as the classification problem as well. Same thing. But here the value will be the outcome. But there yes or no will be the outcome. So here we are going to using the multiple decision trees. And what is the meaning of that ensemble learning? And what is the meaning of the bootstrapping? I will tell you right now. The decision tree. The decision trees are used for the fourth regression and also the classification problem based on the condition. If the condition is yes, in the sense one particular value will be the outcome. If the condition is no, in the sense it will be giving the another value. That is the regression problem. But before that, it is a classification problem in the sense what is the output. If the condition is true, in the sense yes will come. If the condition is false, in the sense no will come. That is the classification problem. But here we are going to using the random regressor algorithm. Here the decision trees regression will help to giving the value based on the condition yes or no. What is ensemble learning here? It is the process of using the multiple models to train over the sample data. That is the ensemble learning. That's why we are going to call that particular algorithm from the ensemble module. that particular ensemble model will giving this particular random regression function. So what is exactly the ensemble learning? It is a processing of using the multiple model to train over the sample data. After that, each and every decision trees is giving the one particular output. That particular output we are going to applying the average calculation. That particular average calculation, like going to getting the prediction, the average of each model to finding a more powerful predictive and also the classification. That is the ensemble learning. What about the bootstrapping here? Bootstrapping is a process of randomly and sampling a subset of the data sets over the given number of the iteration and also the given number of the variable. These results are the averaging together obtaining the powerful results. I will tell you the procedure of this. So actually, what exactly the random forest here? The random forest regression having the classification as well as the regression. It is actually comes from supervised machine learning algorithm. It is used for help to solving the problem for the classification as well as the regression problem. And it is used for ensemble learning method for the regression. That means it operates by constructing here several decision trees during the training time, and output is the main. Output is the main. If the classes has the prediction of all the trees, I will tell you, once you are going to collecting one particular data, each particular data we are going to selecting the sample data from that particular data set randomly and sampling collecting the data from, and we are going to applying the multiple decision trees. That means you can see here the decision trees 1 and the decision trees 2 and the decision trees till 600. Each and every decision tree is giving the one particular value based on that particular algorithm, because the random forest consists of multiple decision trees. But here we are going to applying the sampling and also the random data set to apply on the each and every data. These each and every data are decision trees giving the one particular value, giving you one particular prediction value. That particular prediction value till the 600, it is going to be getting into the average of all the prediction or mean or averaging section or voting section. It is a classification in the sense it is called as a voting. Averaging in the sense it is the value, that is the regression problem here. So now we are going to apply the average all the prediction for from 1 to till 600. One, it's the average calculation giving the one particular result. That is the prediction of the electricity price. Hope you guys are understood about it. In a single line, you having the data, we are going to selecting the sampling and also the randomly to apply the multiple decision trees. Each decision tree is giving the one particular prediction. Then we are going to apply the all the prediction value and also calculating the average for all the prediction values. Then it will be giving the result, that is the prediction value. This is the way the random regression will be work. Hope you guys are understood about this particular process of the random regression. Okay, now we are going to getting into the topic coding wise. So without delay, I am going to explain about all the coding. Right. So now we need to loading the data set first, right? So here I'm going to using the URL. I'm going to using the URL to loading the data here. Okay, this is the electricity.csv. Okay, this is the electricity.csv. You want to download it in the sense you can find it in a Google. Otherwise, you can use this particular link. Use this particular URL. It will be help to download the data here. Okay, downloading the data here. First, import the pandas. The pandas will help to actually the pandas will help to, just a minute guys. Yeah, the pandas will help to manipulating the data. The preprocessing is most important. The cleaning data is most important. That we can done with the help of pandas library. And NumPy will help to deals with the arrays and working with the arrays. Okay, right. So import pandas, import NumPy, then data is equal to pd.read CSV. These particular things will help to loading the data. Okay, importing the data or loading the data. So once the data is loaded in the sense, we are going to display the data that head. This is the confirmation of loading the data. That means the data dot header function will display the first 5 rows of this particular data set. You can see here the date, time, holidays, holiday flags, the day of week, week of year, and day, and also the month, year, and the period of day. So based on this particular data, this is the final output. The price will be comes like that. The price will be comes like that. You can see. After that, this is the output comes. Now we are going to see the information about this particular data with the help of the dot info. This particular dot info will help to find that particular rows. Actually 38014, this much rows will be there. There is no null values. There is no null values. This will be the displays like this. But you need to find, is there any null values, right? We need to find, is there any null values. Once it is showing there is no null values this and all, but we need to find that. So now you can see here, once the data set is loaded, you can see here some of the value. Definitely it is come strings. That means maybe that it is not in a numerical format, but you are also going to see the numerical format. So we need to convert all the data set into some of the features into the numerical format. That means integer or float, we need to change the data type here. That means how we can convert in the numerical format. So once it is finding the information about this particular data, now we are going to the forecasting wind production, and also the system load EA and SMPEA and temperature, arc wind speed, CO2 intensity, and actual wind production, and system load EB, and also the SMP EV2. So these all are the data we need to convert into the numerical format. That means PD dot to numeric to this particular column. For each and every columns we need to convert. After that the data will be like this. Now the data is very cleaned and also in the same format, that is numerical format. Now we are going to checking the is any null values. This function is null will help to display true or false. Is there any null values, this and all? In the sense we need to confirm it. So how we can? So with the help of is null dot sum of will help to display the count of this particular data set. So dot sum of, you can see here. Okay. Here for 8,000 for 38,000 data, this much of null values in the sense, that is the preferable for dropping the data. So these particular things we are going to trim and remove that. So with the help of dot dropper will help to remove all the null values, totally this kind of the rows will be removed. For example, nearly 600 data and also the 600 data is going to be removed. So the dropper will help to remove the 600 rows, entire rows. Now we are going to find data dot is null of dot sum, there is no null value, all value will be 0. Right? After that, the electrical price prediction model. That means we need to separating the data. What is that? X and also the Y. This is very important actually. The X and Y is a most important criteria to making the training data as well as the testing data. That we can create with the help of so independent data and also the dependent data. That means X stored. These all are the data features name. Okay, this is the independent data, day, month, forecast window production, and also the system load and the SMPEA and arc temperature, arc wind speed, and CO2 intensity, actual wind production, and also the system load EP. So these all are the dependent data, independent data, and this is the dependent data. That means this is the features and this is the outcome. Now you can see the output for the sprint of X. You can see the output for this, and also this is Y, the price. That means 37682 rows and also the 10 columns. Then y value will becomes like this. Now we are going to creating the training data as well as the testing data. Here we need train test split function. So these particular function will help to making the training data as well as the testing data. So sklearn dot model selection, then import train test split. Train test split. Then xtrain, xtest, ytrain and ytest. This is the variable. So here don't change the the variable, because of this is a positional value allocated. So xtrain, xtest, ytrain and also the ytest is equal to train test split function, then passing the independent data as well as the dependent data. The test size will be 0.2 and also the random state will be 42. The test size 0.2 is nothing but 20% of testing and remaining 80% of training. Then the final, this is the whole rows and this is the 80% rows and this is the 20% test. So this is for training and also this is for testing or validating. Now we are going to creating a model. So we need that particular function, that is random forest regressor. So how we can import that? From sklearn.ensemble, then import the random forest regressor. Okay, random forest regression. Then you can create the model. Model is equal to random regression. Then an estimator is nothing but the number of decision trees we need to apply. Here I mentioned 10. 10 number of decision trees. Each decision tree is giving one particular output. That particular output giving the prediction. So model dot fit, passing the training data here, xtrain and also the ytrain. It is trained. Okay, it is trained. After that, we are going to testing the model. After that, we are going to testing them. Once the model is trained and listened, we are going to testing the model. The feature is equal to np.array. The feature is equal to np.array. So this is new features. So 10, 12, 54 and 4050 and also the 9 and 14.8. Then 4, 9, 1, 3, 2 and 54 and also the 4426. These are the features. Then we are going to prediction, going to enter that. The model dot predict of passing this particular feature, the output will becomes the array of $61. This is the electricity price prediction value. This is the electricity price prediction value. This is the way you can find it actually. And one more thing, maybe that you are asking the one particular question to me. Why we did not calculate the accuracy score here? Here we are going to calculate the R square score. That is nothing but we are going to calculate the error square. That particular error score will help to the same thing. It will be help to finding the performance of the model. The percentage of the performance of the model. Okay, percentage of the performance of the model. So I will tell you tomorrow itself how we can validate the model. Okay, how we can validate the model. For these model also we can validate. For example, I tried actually. It will be giving the 10% of the performance output will be count. But this is not a right algorithm to creating a model, I hope. Because based on the accuracy score, based on the R square is very important for the best performance of the model. Once it is very less in this, we are going to prefer the linear regression as well. Otherwise, we are going to passing through the XGBoost algorithm. That is also the one kind of the algorithm for the regression problem. So how we can actually make it actually? So I will give the sample today. Tomorrow itself we are going to calculating the the R square score for the each and every model for the further topic. So here I tell you, initially we need to calculating the prediction value. So prediction is equal to same thing, model dot predict, then here x test. So this is the way to predicting a model. After that, we need to calculating the accuracy score from sklearn. Then import metrics. So import metrics. Okay. After that, Now we are going to calculating the accuracy score. Here score or error score is equal to matrix dot R square score. Okay, this is also the we will returning the percentage value. Here we need to pass prediction and also the y test value here. After that, score. We need to find this way. We need to find this way. Just to go to entering into that, the score value will be nearly 0.11. This is not actually right percentage of the performance of the model. Okay. Once it is giving the less in this sense, we are going to choosing the another algorithm to training the model. Maybe that this is not right actually. This value is not right. But this prediction is wrong because of our percentage score will be nearly 0.11 like that. Okay, right. So here we are going to choose the different algorithm to find the best performance of the model actually. The score is needed very high. Okay, fine. So this is the way we are going to creating a model for the regression problem also. Okay, regression problem. Also the output will be comes not 0 and 1, yes or that affected or not like that. But it will be giving the result like a value. The electricity price, it will be returning what is the value? $61.317. This is not an Indian money, but it is in a dollar. This is the way it will be predict because of it is a regression problem project. Hope you guys are understood about it. So without delay, I'm going to entering my time. You want to do the internship on data science technology. This is the right time and this is a special offer to you for doing the internship on data science technology program. You can now convert this particular masterclass into the internship. So this is the right opportunity and this is a special opportunity to you. Use this special opportunity to you. You want to do the internship on data science technology in this sense, this is the right time. So what is the benefit of this particular internship? Why? Because of most of the people are expecting the quality. Most of the people are expecting if I pay the money, what is the benefit of that? That is the human nature. Everyone is asking the same question. So I will say the benefit of this particular internship. Please keep it in your mind. And also please do join immediately right now. 30 days of live session of data science masterclass. This is completely free on YouTube. This will be accessible for participant as well as the internship. So what is the special offer for what is the special benefit for the internship user? Recorded videos is accessible for the 90 days of each and every day's classes. You can learn more about this when you are going to the pause and play options will be there in this. And of course, we can learn more about that. So 90 days recorded videos is going to be accessible for the internship user. And you can receive the 8+ source code for which is discussed in the data science projects. And you can receive the source code and also the presentation of that particular project as well. And you can learn more about this. You can build and develop with me. That is the special opportunity for the internship user. And 30 days downloadable presentation, you can get it only for the internship user. So what is the benefit of that? 90 days of recorded videos is going to be accessible and 8+ source code, the project source code, you can get it if you are an internship user means. And downloadable presentation of each and every days of this particular class, you can receiving that. And also hackathon classes available for the internship user. And you can receive the confirmation letter which is getting from pantechelearning, and also you can receive the certificate, internship certificate, which is getting from pantechelearning. These are the major benefit of that. And one more thing. So everyone is expecting for that is a human nature. I can pay the money. What is the quality assurance? I assure you that I don't want to make you disappoint you. Because of I believe myself, so that is the reason I can promote my class. Because I taken the several things in the right way for the data science technology. If you believe, you can join immediately. If you believe, you can join immediately. Because of I can pay for that particular money. That is a quality or not. That we have to ensure it. If it is quality means that will be worthy. Of course, I can pay for 1 rupee or 10 rupees chocolate. That will be good in the sense, yeah, the money is valid and also the product is very valid. So that is the expectation of the humans. That is the nature. I can understand. And I will tell you one thing. I assure you that for the quality of this particular internship program, And you can learn the several things in data science technology. I assure you that, because of I believe myself, that's why I can promote you to learn this data science technology as well. If you believe and if you are interested, please do join immediately. The link is mentioned in the description. Otherwise, the link is shared in the comment box. Okay, if you're not finding in the comment box in the sense, please go for the description of this particular session and you can find it, and you can find the procedure to enroll this particular program. So how to enroll this? The link is mentioned in the description. Don't forget to joining this particular internship. This is the very valid money for the learning. This much of money, the quality content you can receive, because of I believe myself to share it to you. This is my program. I can promote for my particular program. Okay, so quality wise, don't hesitate. Please do join. I assure you that you can learn more about the the data science technology concepts. Normally, we charge nearly 999 rupees. So use the coupon code TSA3. The discounted fee will be nearly 590 rupees. This will be actually packet money. So most of the people are spending the more money for the entertainment. For learning wise also, you can pay this much money for to join this particular internship. For the quality wise, I assure you that because of I believe myself. Okay, don't hesitate to joining this particular internship. If you are interested, means please do join immediately. You can learn more about that, and you can receive the the internship certificate, which is get it from pantechelearning, and also the confirmation letter, which is get it from pantechelearning. The link is mentioned in the description, and also the link is shared in the comment box. Use this, please enroll it right now, because of 3 days to finish this particular offer, because of the offer is available till this particular masterclass program is completed. After that only the price will be increased. Okay, this is a special offer for the participants for this particular program. So that is the reason we share the every day for this particular money. If you are not using this particular opportunity, for the next day of after finishing this masterclass, it will be increased. Surely it will be increased. Okay, so you want to do the internship, please do immediately. This much of money and this much of content and quality content. Okay, right. So what are all the projects? Credit score classification, stress prediction model, and also the social media's ads classification, groundwater level prediction, code analysis prediction, and drowsiness reduction by using the convolution neural network, chatbot creation, electricity price prediction for a regression problem. These are all the projects you can receive the hands-on practice, and also you can learn and you can build and develop with me for this particular project, and you can receive all the source code for this particular project, and also the presentation as well. And you can if you have any doubt, you can contact at any time. Please contact 89255533484, and also just to send one single mail to this mail id, philip.pedit@pantechmail.com. Okay, if you are interested, please do join immediately. Enroll this particular link, enroll today, and use this particular link to enroll it right now. Use the coupon code TSA3 and the offer will be 590 rupees. Okay, so 3 days to go for this particular offer for this particular data science technology internship program. Okay, so without delay, I'm going to entering my time. Every day I given a one motivational quote to you and for me as well. When I read several things, motivational quotes, that will be more impacted and also more impressive to me. That things I have to share it to you. Every day I can do the same thing for you. Today I can share one thing. This is actually personality wise related to the motivation, and also much more the helpful for your the attitude development as well. Okay, right. So first point, speak in such a way that others love to listen to you. And the second point, listen in such a way that others love to speak to you. What is the meaning of that? Speak in such a way that others love to listen to you. That means speak like others listening and listen like others speaking. That is the most important thing. That is the based on the that the way you are talking to the people, they have to listen. That is the way you can impress them. And the way you listen from that particular people, they are ready to speak to you at any time. That is the comfortability of them. So speak in a such a way that others love to listen you. So your speaking is the most important thing. When you are speaking to someone, that help to listen them, that initiated to listen them. That is the the comfortability, and is the that is the style of your speaking. And also listen in such a way that others love to speak to you. That means listen others. They wanted to talk to you in the sense listen others. Okay, you want to that speak in the sense you have to speak in a some special way to others listening. That is the most important thing. Okay, so keep it in your mind. Speak and listen is the two important thing. Speak like others loves you. Listen like others speak to you. That is the most important thing. I hope you can understand about this. Okay, so keep it in your mind. Speak and listen is the most important thing. Speak will give you to more love, and also listen will give to more comfortable to others because of they are ready to talk to you and they are ready to speak to you. That is interconnected between the two different things, speak and listen. Keep it in our mind. Speak like a that attractive way, listen like a concerned way. Okay, right. So I hope you guys are enjoyed the today's session. I hope you guys are enjoyed the today's session. If you guys are enjoyed means please give your heart in comment box right now. Please give your heart in comment box right now. Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoyed the today's session as well. Right. Thank you guys. Explore your knowledge with us anytime, anywhere, and any places. If you have any queries related to the internship, please contact 8925533484. If you have any queries, please contact 8925533484. If you have any queries, any suggestions, any feedback, please send one single mail to this particular mail ID, philip.petit@pantechmail.com. philip.petit@pantechmail.com. I'm always waiting for your queries, suggestions, and also the feedback as well. If you're given a query, I can answer for you. If you're given a suggestion, I can change it myself. If you're given a feedback, I can enjoy it myself. So send one mail to this particular mail ID. For the project queries, you can contact and you can visit our website www.pantechelearning.com. We are looking forward to work with you. Explore your knowledge anytime, anywhere, and any places. We are always here for you to support. Good night, all. Have a delicious dinner. We'll meet you tomorrow we'll meet you next session with a different topic. Bye bye.